आजकल कोई भी 1000-2000 गुंडों को लेकर ये कह सकता है हम बहुत
सारे किसान गुंडे हो गए।
मैं आपको कह रहा हूं जो लॉ एंड ऑर्डर किसान क्यों कहते रहते हैं, जो लॉ एंड ऑर्डर अपने हाथ में लेगा, जो लॉ एंड ऑर्डर अपने हाथ में लेगा,
बुजुर्ग थे वो सब गुंडे थे।
जो कानून तोड़ेगा वो गुनहगार है।
आज अपनी
जो कानून तोड़ेगा वो गुनहगार है। और आप आज दिल्ली के लोगों को कह रहे हैं, आप दिल्ली के लोगों को कह रहे हैं
अधिकार है।
क्या अधिकार है आपको?
आंदोलन करना अधिकार है।
ये आंदोलन नहीं है, ये बेशर्मी है।
अरे ये बेशर्मी मतलब आपके कहने से है ना।
ये इसको कहते हैं, जिसका हिंदी रूपांतर आप कह सकते हैं, इसको कहते हैं ब्लैकमेल। इसको कहते हैं ब्लैकमेल। What you are doing is you are trying to blackmail the people by saying, and गाजियाबाद महानगर प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ द RLD, गाजियाबाद महानगर प्रेसिडेंट।
बाकी आप जो निर्णय ले रहे हैं वो ठीक है।
युद्धवीर जी एक मिनट, वो जमाना चला गया कि आप ये सब कर सकते थे।
मंत्री बने, जब अजीत सिंह जी मंत्री बने, आपको याद नहीं आया? 3 बार मंत्री बने।
अरे आप अपने गिरेबान में झांको। आपके मंत्री आज भी, आपके हारे हुए MP आज भी बैठे हुए हैं। आप पार्शलिटी बरतते हैं, उनके पास बंगले हैं। हम तो उस बात की बात ही नहीं कर रहे हैं। हम तो, लेकिन आपको तो कहने का अधिकार ही नहीं है। पहले अपने गिरेबान में झांको और अपने हारे हुए मंत्रियों से बात करो, उनके बंगले खाली कराओ जब मुझे शिक्षा देना।
It is the most singularly ridiculous issue going on right now. I mean, once Ghaziabad Mahanagar President of the RLD, Ramanand Goyal, says that we will support the protest and we will stop the water supply to Delhi, even if the state government places police and paramilitary forces out there. So basically, Gaurav Bhatia, you realize the seriousness of the situation. They are officially creating a law and order situation, saying we'll stop the water supply if Ajit Singh does not get that house. You know what this is turning out to be? This is turning out to be a challenge to the state. It is a challenge to the state government. It is a challenge to the central government. And if the state and central governments are so weak or prove to be so utterly weak that they will give in to this demand. You cannot, you realize you cannot directly or indirectly find a way or an excuse.
I heard your question.
No, because, one second, if Ajit Singh is so keen that in the memory of his father, the late Charan Singh, there should be a memorial, he should find a place for the memorial and fund the memorial himself. Or all the supporters, why should a memorial be in a government bungalow? आप खुद से बनाइए, आप खुद से बनाइए, ये क्या लॉजिक है? Rohit is calling from Pune. Rohit is calling from Pune. Rohit, go ahead.
Arnav, I wish to comment on that, please.
Yeah, go ahead, but you're not even taking any proper disciplinary action. And let's show the pictures, please.
No, Arnav,
on the screen of the kind of tamasha these guys have unleashed.
That in the morning, a police force was deployed there, and even mild lathicharge took place, action was taken, and it is only because of quick and strict intervention of the state police that the water supply could not be cut and normalcy was restored. So please don't say this, that the state government did not act and the rule of law would prevail. It is another thing to say that BJP is itself doing a lot of wrong things.
Don't change the subject. Don't change the subject. Don't change the subject.
I am not. I am saying the state government is conscious of their duty. The state government is conscious of their duty. We will act as per law and we will ensure that nobody takes law in their own hand. That's the assurance I am giving. And it has been shown in the morning that the state
Gaurav, I have asked you to take names. You're running away from challenge. I've asked you to take names.
I will take names, okay.
I've challenged
now,
you. And you're not, you don't have any names. You're only bluffing.
Hear it out. You want to hear? I am telling you, eight former BJP ministers in Bihar did not vacate their government bungalows. They overstayed. Sangeeta Kumari,
talk about today. Talk about the central government.
7.5
you cannot.
मैं बताता हूँ.
I think
हारा है वो.
Mr. Narasimha Rao.
यशवंत सिन्हा रहा.
You are in love with your own voice.
You have no.
I'm giving you examples. You can go and check. You can check with your Bihar unit, your own former ministers in Patna. Your another MP, former MP had to pay a fine. And your former president, if you want, I think you are smart enough to decipher that. Your former party president.
1 second, Abba, please.
You are talking about central government.
Can I ask, request both of you to just... Can I request... One second, please stop. Please stop for a minute now. I request you, please. You know what is terrible here? You have one person from the RLD who is saying, we'll do what we want. We want that house. And we are coming to Delhi. He says, hum Delhi aa rahe hain. He thinks everybody is going to be scared. Oh my God. The RLD said we are coming to Delhi. A few thousand people will create havoc and the government of India will just succumb and say, Mr. Ajit Singh, we are so sorry. We didn't realize you are such a powerful and influential person. You'll stop water supply to Delhi. Hum Delhi aa rahe hain. Hum tod fod karenge. Hum halla karenge aur ghar hame mil jayega. So that is one level of shamelessness. But the other extreme is you're not realizing. There is one thing called being a squatter. The other thing is you're a squatter and you are threatening the government of India saying, take action against me. I'm going to squat exactly where I want and it is like my family property. Dynasties are over. You can't extend dynasties into bungalows and say this bungalow belongs to this dynasty. Rohit is calling from Pune this evening. Rohit, good evening. I know you've been holding for a long time. Sorry about that.
Good evening, Arnab. Firstly, I thank Times Now for picking up these memorial and junket issues consistently from time to time. I just want to say that the politicians must realize that it's 2014 and India has moved on from memorials and junkets. We have elected the politicians to work and not dedicate bungalows and memorials to themselves or their relatives. If Ajit Singh says that there are other memorials, let them be. But please realize this is India of 2014 and we can no more live in the past. Two wrongs don't make a right. I want to ask a very categorical question to the RLD representative there. Why didn't Ajit Singh raise the memorial issue when he was living a luxurious life in the Lipian bungalow of Delhi? Why was this demand not raised then?
Yeah, because he's using the demand for a memorial to justify staying on. सब लोग तो यही सवाल कर रहे हैं युद्धवीर जी. जब वो वहां पे रह रहे थे तब तो उनको मेमोरियल की याद नहीं थी.
अजीत सिंह की मांग ही नहीं है. अजीत सिंह बेंगलोर, अजीत सिंह का ये तो किसान यूनियन का अपना आंदोलन है, क्योंकि टिकैत साहब के सामने ये फैसला हुआ था. दो बातें तय हुई थी. चौधरी महेंद्र सिंह टिकैत के नेतृत्व में 1987 में जो आंदोलन हुआ था उसमें ये तय हुआ था. और उसी फैसले को सरकार से हम कह रहे हैं कि वो फैसला जो हमारा हो चुका था उसको आज ये फेरबदल क्यों किया जा रहा है?
तब क्यों लागू नहीं किया गया?
तो आप निकालिए ना.
अरे वो सरकारों की जो सरकार जाने वो जवाब देगी. हमारा फैसला उस टाइम की सरकार के साथ हो गया था.
राहुल इज कॉलिंग फ्रॉम अहमदाबाद. राहुल इज कॉलिंग फ्रॉम अहमदाबाद. प्लीज राहुल, गुड इवनिंग.
क्यों थे?
Hello.
Rahul, good evening. I can hear you. Yeah, go ahead, Rahul. Go ahead, Rahul. Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm Rahul calling from Ahmedabad.
Yes.
Yeah, the scenes which I saw on television today, they were outrageous. And let me tell you that this memorial and all this is just an excuse. They didn't remember it for 10 years.
Yeah.
And it is an attempt to influence and provoke the Jat vote in the forthcoming Haryana elections.
Absolutely.
And the SP and the Congress are fully complicit in this drama. And what is most shocking is that the political supporters who are actually thugs, they threaten to cut off the water supply to the nation's capital.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a kind of almost a quasi-terrorist kind of a situation, and it cannot be tolerated. And the state should use the firmest measures at its disposal to deal with this kind of thuggery.
Absolutely, it is. Rahul, Rahul,
there are children living in Delhi. There are babies living in Delhi, and these goons say that we'll cut off the water supply to Delhi.
Yeah. And on top of it, Yudhvir Singh tries to issue threats, some Delhi aa rahe kind of threat. And people who try to do that should all be put in mass lockup. But yes, the Samajwadi Party's game has been seen through by our viewer. The Congress Party is providing tacit support actually to it. Dipinder Singh Hooda is a Congress leader. He says the unceremonious way in which Ajit Singh's power and water supply was cut off is condemnable. To Dipinder Singh Hooda, I have a question. Please tell us, sir, a ceremonial way in which water supply and electricity supply should be cut off. Please tell us the auspicious time when the Congress Party would agree in very, sort of ceremonial circumstances to cut off the water supply. But, Gaurav, everybody saw through this. You are allowing this tamasha to continue. You are shaming your party as well, and you are running down the influence a state government is supposed to exercise over hoodlums. Because I want to ask you just one question. Are those people who are doing what they are doing on the borders of Delhi, threatening to cut off water supply from Uttar Pradesh, are they hoodlums? Are they hoodlums? Are they hoodlums, Gaurav Bhartiya?
They can't take law in their own hands.
Are they hoodlums?
I have answered. Yes, they are. They can't take law in their own hands.
So they are hoodlums. So why don't you?
Reassuring you.
How many of them? How many of them have you?
Complete myself.
How many of them have you acted against?
You want to pass judgments against the Samajwadi Party when I'm taking a very categorical stand.
I'm not. How many have you taken?
Am I mincing words?
How many have you arrested? How many RLD leaders have you arrested? You think it's a joke?
So am I not answering your question? I told you the police force was deployed, water cannons were used.
Water cannons.
Mild lathi charge
it's a setup.
And therefore the water supply.
So you know what you're doing is you're trying to input. You take no action against them. You're pushing them towards Delhi. You want them to create a law and order situation so that you later say we did what we could. If water cannons are all you use against these people, then shame on you, Gaurav Bhartiya.
That's not done. The facts
Rakesh Jain is calling from Hyderabad tonight.
The facts speak otherwise.
And I like to point out here that there is a Supreme Court suggestion of 2013. There is a Supreme Court suggestion of 2013 which clearly lays out that no memorial should be allowed in the future in any government houses earmarked for residential accommodation. I mean, these are houses. You live in them so long as you're in power. The day you're out of power, you better get out. That's the point. No more tolerance with these squatters. Yes, Rakesh Singh is going to come in. After that, I'm coming to you, Arena. Rakesh Jain from Hyderabad. Good evening, Rakesh.
Arnab, it is so ridiculous to see. Arnab, Arnab, it is so ridiculous to see the debate across the political parties, whether it is Samajwadi Party or RLD or Congress or BJP, all are wearing the same hat. The government should come out with the white paper exposing all sorts of politicians for which the freedom, the free privileges, all those things have been given. Let it be challenged through the PIL. All those people who have challenged the law of the land. Supreme Court has already given its verdict. So all these political parties, they should not have the debate. They should go to the party and expose the people, expose the whole politicians across the whole country.
You know, Mr. Jain, while you echo the views of so many people across the country, I want to make one point here. You talk about a memorial. There is a 15-acre Kisan Ghat which is there in New Delhi, which is a fantastic memorial to Chaudhary Charan Singh. You know what you're doing? You're trying to, as in Hindi mein kehte hain, sarkari bungalow ko hadapne ki koshish. A clear attempt, I know what, to transgress.
चौधरी चरण सिंह के नाम अगर एक बंगले की बात
बंगले की बात क्या किसान घाट क्या है?
किसानों के मसीहे एक बंगले की बात हो रही है।
किसान घाट
बाकी लोगों पे भी
जो चौधरी चरण सिंह की समाधि स्थल है उसका नाम किसान घाट है, 15 एकड़ जमीन है। आप और हड़पना चाहते हैं चरण सिंह के नाम पे, तो आपको शर्म होनी चाहिए। आप आज चरण सिंह के नाम को यूज कर रहे हैं। आप चरण सिंह के नाम को यूज कर रहे हैं प्राइवेट प्रॉपर्टी हड़पने के लिए। प्रॉपर्टी हड़पने के लिए आप एक पूर्व प्रधानमंत्री के नाम को यूज कर रहे हैं। उसके ऊपर आप गुंडागर्दी कर रहे हैं। उसके ऊपर कह रहे हैं हम पानी बंद कर देंगे दिल्ली को। आप लोग अपने आप को क्या सोचते हैं? आप अपने आप को क्या समझते हैं?
जवाहरलाल का मेमोरियल।
विनीत दांडा इज कॉलिंग फ्रॉम दिल्ली। बहुत हो गया ये सब। विनीत दांडा, गो अहेड विनीत। Okay,
good evening, Mr. Goswami.
Good evening, Vineet.
I have one thing to say that Chaudhary Charan Singh, in the honor of Chaudhary Charan Singh, already Kisan Ghat is there, and it's in acres. First thing.
Exactly.
Second thing, Mr. Ajit Singh has been minister and an MP since 1986.
Yes.
And till date, he has been enjoying this bungalow. He never dreamt of it, of making it a memorial in 1986.
Yeah.
Neither when he was a minister from 2000 to 2003.
Right.
Then minister in 2011.
Yes.
Why is he rising from his slumber when he gets an eviction notice?
Right. बिल्कुल, I completely agree with you, Vineet. The point is this. अब ये पसंद नहीं करेंगे. नहीं, one second, Vineet, one point. One second. And I want to also make one point. You see, ये गुंडागर्दी, ये दादागिरी, ये सब अभी नहीं चलेगी. युद्धवीर सिंह जी, जमाना बहुत पलट गया और एंड आई वांट टू पॉइंट आउट हियर,
गुंडागर्दी है तो ये तो चलेगी ऐसे ही।
क्या
अगर अपनी मांग उठाने को आप गुंडागर्दी की संज्ञा देते हैं, अगर गांव का आदमी कोई बात उठाता है तो आपको गुंडा लगता है।
इसमें गांव और शहर की बात नहीं है, इसमें गांव और शहर की बात नहीं है, ये कोई गांव और शहर की बात नहीं है, किसान या नॉन किसान की बात नहीं है। हर चीज को अपनी जो आपकी जो
चला लेना, अपनी
आप कुछ भी कर ले
वाली है जो
आप कुछ भी कर ले, मगर कोई अगर दादागिरी और गुंडागर्दी करे और कहे कि हम ऐसा ही चलेगा, तो आप समझ लीजिए कि डेमोक्रेसी इज नॉट, डेमोक्रेसी डज नॉट अलाउ यू अ फ्री रन। एंड आई वांट टू से हियर टुनाइट,
सभी गुंडे हैं।
युद्धवीर जी, आप कुछ भी कह लीजिए, सारी देश देख रही है आपको आज, सारे देश देख रही है आपको आज। आप तो अपने आप को नेशनल टेलीविजन पर एक्सपोज कर रहे हैं।
किसान नेता के लिए लड़ रहे हैं, सारा देश कोई देश का किसान साहब के प्रति
ये हर वक्त एक मिनट किसान नेता के लिए 15 एकड़ की समाधि स्थल है और ये हड़पने की कोशिश बहुत लोगों ने देख लिया है। नाउ इट इज ट्रू दैट सपोर्टर्स ऑफ अजीत सिंह physically stopped a combined team from the Directorate of Estates, I'm revealing something, and the Delhi police from taking possession of the Tuglak Road bungalow. I am reading from a story that appeared in the Hindu newspaper. It says, among the MPs whose properties have been acted on include former Union Minister and RLD leader Ajit Singh, at whose 12 Tuglak Lane residence his supporters had physically stopped a combined team from the Directorate of Estates and Delhi police from taking possession of the premises. I mean, is this a joke? Reena, last word to you, please.
Yeah, you know, Arnav, I'm really sad. You know, we've really reached a moral low today in politics in this country. I mean, across party lines, they've been doing this, but with such brazenness that we'll come to Delhi, aap kar lijiye, kya kar lijiye? And the saddest part is that they're saying that एक किसानों की भावनाओं से जुड़ा हुआ है।
किसान की भावना।
किसी भी छोटे किसान से आप बात करके देखिए, आज वो रो रहा है। एक अजीत सिंह का मेमोरियल बनाने से उसकी जिंदगी में क्या चेंज आएगा, मैं पूछना चाहूंगी युद्धवीर सिंह जी से। अजीत सिंह इतने सालों से मिनिस्टर थे, उन्होंने क्या किया किसानों की हालत आज इतनी खराब है। एक और मेमोरियल बना देंगे तो किसानों की हालत बहुत अच्छी हो जाएगी। मतलब ये जिस शर्मनाक तरीके से, जिस ब्रेजननेस से इस तरह की बातें नेशनल प्राइम टाइम टीवी पे करी जा रही हैं, आई एम रियली अमेज्ड एट इट।
So am I. I'm wrapping up tonight for want of time. मैं यही कहूंगा कि आज चौधरी चरण सिंह जी को भी शर्म होती आज उन पे जो ये कह रहे हैं कि हम पानी बंद करा देंगे अगर हमें ये बंगला नहीं मिले। Chaudhary Charan Singh would not have approved of this, please. Yes, Gaurav, I'm wrapping up. Short of time, the challenge is for the central government of what it can do. But not to come into blackmail is very important.
I just wanted to tell Mr. Narasimha Rao that even their ex-minister, Mr. Vinod,
first arrest Ajit Singh and all these goons.
Okay. I'd like to thank everyone. We are watching what happens here, but giving in to Ajit Singh at this stage could set a very dangerous precedent. I thank you all for joining me on debate number 1 on the Newshour tonight.